I wanted to share with you thoughts on why I've got basically, I bet a 90% conversion rate on my one-to-one coaching. If somebody comes into my world and has a quick chat with me, like one of my half-an-hour chats, 90% of them go on to work with me. And this is why I think it is. I don't actually try and convince anybody to work with me. Never. One of the things that some people say is when they come on those 30-minute calls, they're waiting for a sales pitch and there isn't one. They are a bit like, are you going to try to sell something to me? And the answer to that is no. When you come on my free masterclasses, a lot of people have said it's like this actual valuable training, like juicy, and there's no undertone of, I want to sell you something. You're there giving us absolutely everything. And in fact, what I do in those masterclasses is, if there is something, if I do have an offer, if I do have something to share about, I actually invite people to fuck off before I share it. So I'll do my masterclass and then at the end I'll go, so that's the end of the masterclass. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got everything you wanted out of it, etc, etc, etc. And if you want to stick around, I'm going to tell you about some other ways you can work with me. I'm going to tell you about some offers that I've got going on that you might find interesting. So bye! I actively want people at that point who are not interested to fuck the fuck off. Not because I don't want to pitch to people that are not interested, but because I don't actually want to work with them. I don't want to have that level of conversation with someone, and I don't want to coach them. I don't want to work with them. I never get these people in my DMs, and I think this is why as well, who are like, can you tell me, what the return on investment's going to be like? And can you tell me what results you can guarantee me? And can you tell me like blah, 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 blah. No. You are not my people. You are trying to offload the work onto me. You are already shit at being coached because you're not willing to take radical responsibility in your life and in your business. You're looking to outsource it to me. No fucking thank you. No, red flag. So my little tip to you is this. If you feel like you're trying to convince people why they should take up your service, why they should have coaching with you, why they should do your hypnobirthing, why they should have a doula, not just you, but why they should have a doula full stop, you are in convincing mode. Do you want to have people come to you, inquire with you, have half an hour with you, whatever yours looks like, and have to pitch it to them and convince them why it's a good idea? And then let's say you manage to convince them it's a good idea. Can you imagine working with that person and how that would feel? Just imagine it for a second. Personally, I think it feels like it would be exhausting. It wouldn't be enjoyable. But they're just not people I want to work with. Let's say this is for a class. Imagine your class is full of people that you've had to convince to get on it. Sat there, arms crossed, listening to what you've got to say, thinking, come on then, fucking tell me how this is going to work. Let's see. Do you want a class full of those people? Do you? If you don't, leave them out of the conversation. People can see in my stuff where I might be able to take them further, where I can help them to grow, where I can help them to expand, to scale, to whatever, evolve. But I'm not having the conversation that starts with, this is the reason why you should have coaching with me. If anything, I'm leaning into a conversation where it's around, this is the reason you shouldn't. I have nearly 100% conversion rate because the person opposite me don't need any convincing. And a lot of the time, it's me that needs convincing whether I want to work with them. And I do say no to people, and I have said no to so many people over the years in my doula work and in my coaching work, because I want to enjoy it too. I know who I want sat opposite me. I don't want some needy codependent person who is going to expect me to do the work for them. I don't want some moody fucking teenager with their arms crossed like they're at the back of the class going, come on then, tell me why this is important. No. So think about that in your marketing. Think about that in your content. Are you marketing to a convincing energy? Maybe those are the people that are your target, people who need convincing that this is what they need. If you're not sure, what I want you to do is think about it this way. Imagine the people that respond to that all sat in your thing. Your class full of people that you've needed to convince, that you've needed to sell it to. You've needed to hard sell it to. Imagine coaching them. I'm imagining it, and I'll be perfectly honest, imagining coaching somebody that I need to convince coaching is a good idea for is, well, but I'd rather do experimental rectal surgery on myself. The final bit of this is, I sometimes think that when I see that kind of marketing from coaches and so on, I think they try to convince themselves. I think there's still some inner work to do about how they perceive the value of what they've got to offer. I think there's some sneaky limiting beliefs in there that are bubbling to the surface as convincing energy. So who are you trying to convince? Do you absolutely know in your mind that what you have to offer is life-changing or value? Or is there still a voice somewhere in there going,